After life strikes you hard, are you overwhelmed, demoralized, or lost? Learn in this video how the ageless knowledge of Miyamoto Musashi can enable you to rise every time life knocks you down and develop unquestionable resilience. Step 1. Accept the setback. Don't resist it. Denial is the natural human reaction when life confronts you with a sudden death, failing, or heartache. This shouldn't have happened, we remark, or why me? But the more we fight the truth of the suffering, the farther it descends into our psyche. Living through many fights, the undefeated samurai Miyamoto Musashi emphasized that first step in conquering difficulty is to accept it entirely. In the Book of 5 Rings he wrote, "Accept everything just the way it is." Though they sound basic, these are quite powerful words. Acceptance is not synonym with approbation. It does not follow that you support the injustice, suffering, or treachery. It implies you cease squandering energy trying to undo past events. Denying the reality slows down recovery. But you open room to understand the setback when you accept it. You turn from a victim of the moment to a study of it. Musashi held that one should face reality squarely. He developed his mind as much as his sword to meet adversity without grumbling. He concentrated rather than panicking while his life was under threat. This phase is really about learning to center oneself in the present instead of clinging to the panic, the guilt, the wrath. Imagine a mountain motionless in a tempest. It lives with the wind, not battles it. That mountain you are is that although storms of life will arrive, nothing can destroy your spirit if you stay anchored in acceptance. Resilience starts this way. Step 2. Shift your focus to what you can control. When life knocks you down, one may easily feel powerless, overwhelmed, and out of control. Resilience is mostly dependent on your awareness of what you can control and, more importantly, on focusing your effort toward those areas. Resilience, according to someone who battled constantly and faced obstacles, Miyamoto Musashi, was about conquering yourself and your reactions rather than about controlling everything around you. One of Musashi's most potent lessons: you can only control your actions, your thoughts, and your mindset, summates his wisdom. Though challenges will constantly arise in life, your response to them will totally rely on you. Building resilience depends on you finding direction and purpose, which you can get by emphasizing what is within your control. Many times, we become stuck in anxiety over outside events, things we cannot control. Maybe it's the world we live in, unanticipated happenings, or the behavior of people. Although we sometimes feel helpless when we do this, Musashi would remind us that our ideas and behavior are the ones under actual control. When a setback strikes, concentrate on acting right away in spheres where you can influence things. Perhaps it's something as basic as changing your perspective, making a fresh objective, or planning how you would approach the next obstacle. Musashi thought mental discipline was the strongest ability of a fighter. You recover your power by turning your emphasis from uncontrollable elements toward your own response. This change enables you to move forward with intention as well as to remain resilient. Leave the rest to the universe. Control what you can: your work, your attitude, and your will. Step 3. Build a strong daily routine. Developing a solid daily schedule is really essential if one is to remain strong in life. A schedule gives you consistency and a feeling of normalcy, which helps you to keep grounded and negotiate difficulties. Master of discipline Miyamoto Musashi thought that constant action and consistency help a fighter to develop his strength. His daily schedule consisted in meditation, sword training, and introspection, so matching every action with his ultimate aim of mastery. When life tests us, we have to rely on the consistency of a disciplined schedule to keep grounded and concentrated. Like the consistent pulse of a drum in the middle of a storm, a good routine keeps us going forward even when all around us changes. Establish specific daily goals, commit to them without compromise, and daily review your development to create a strong routine. Examining your training and battles will help you determine what worked and what didn't, as well as point up areas needing development. Your routine becomes your anchor when life knocks you down, so you may ride out any storm and refocus on what you can control. This continual helps you get back up, stronger and more resolved. Step 4. Surround yourself with supportive people. The individuals you surround yourself with could make all the difference in trying circumstances. When life's storms try to hurl you about, supportive folks are like the anchor keeping you rooted. Though he was a lone warrior and strategist, Miyamoto Musashi saw the need of the proper company. Often he consulted those who might question him, mentor him, and provide another viewpoint. Among Musashi's most important lessons was the need of understanding who to rely on and who to grow from. He penned, "A warrior must have a strong sense of self, but they should never isolate themselves from others who offer wisdom." Musashi was surrounded in his bouts by mentors, students, and fellow fighters who not only developed him personally but also as a warrior. In times of loss and failing, they provided emotional support, knowledge, and comments. For you too, this principle of surrounding yourself with like-minded, encouraging people remains true. You need friends who lift you up when life knocks you down, not pull you down into hopelessness. Mental resilience depends critically on positive interactions. These folks just need to be those who support you to rise, provide perspective, and show you that you're not alone in your difficulties, not experts or flawless either. Consider this: it's easy for you to slide into self-doubt and solitude while you're struggling. But having someone believe in you, even if you don't believe in yourself, gives you a great reservoir of strength. Having the proper people around you, family, friends, mentors, even a community group, helps you keep your mind open to options rather than limited ones. Musashi understood the value of group projects. Although he was known for his solitary approach in combat, he never cut off himself from the concept of learning and developing among others. In the same vein, you are not alone faced with every difficulty. Choose partnerships that help you to be your best self. These encouraging folks become your rock while you're struggling. Remember that you are able of conquering anything life presents. Step 5. Reflect on your past victories. It's easy to forget how far you have come in the middle of fight. Adversity and pain may distort our view and cause us to believe we are beginning from nothing. To remain strong, though, you must consider your past successes, no matter how little they seemed at the time. Warrior Miyamoto Musashi fought many battles and did not triumph in every one with just force. His capacity to grow from every event, regardless of success or loss, was what gave him resilience. Reflecting on past achievements was important, he realized, since it gave the courage and knowledge required to meet obstacles ahead. Musashi did not rely simply on his sword abilities while in the heat of battle. Drawing strength from his background, from the lessons discovered in the challenges he had surmounted before, he in life, too. Thinking back on your prior successes helps you to realize that you have surmounted challenges before, and you can do it once more. When you look back on your achievements, even the seemingly little ones contribute to boost self-worth and confidence. Every triumph, from conquering a personal fear to reaching a modest goal to navigating a difficult phase of your life, adds up. These triumphs help you to remember your inner strength and endurance capacity. Musashi thought that fighters' capacity to grow from their mistakes shaped them just as much as their successes. Reflecting on both the good and the negative helps you to learn important lessons that will increase your will. Thus, when life knocks you down, stop to consider your prior victories. See the warrior you have developed by means of all the challenges you have already conquered. Every triumph, regardless of its nature, evidence of your fortitude. Remembering your former victories builds a mental strength bank. You persuade yourself, I have visited this before. I have climbed before. I can ascend once more as well. This change of perspective provides the reminder that you have overcome difficulties in the past and will help you to accept the suffering of the present moment. Step 6. Keep moving forward even in small steps. When life knocks you down, it can feel as though the weight of the world is upon your shoulders. The road ahead is unknown and the challenges could appear insurmountable. Still, one of the most effective things you can do is keep forward even if the steps are little. Though consistency and persistence, even in little deeds, will eventually help you to develop more strength and success, progress does not always have to be grand. Miyamoto Musashi realized the force of unrelenting forward motion. Although his life was always challenging and demanding, his relentless attention on ongoing development distinguishes him. Musashi welcomed every moment as a chance to approach his objective, not waiting for ideal circumstances to act. In his well-known work The Work of Five Rings, he penned, Step by step, we walk the path toward mastery. This kind of thinking is on the everyday effort, the little successes that compound over time rather than only about big accomplishments. Adversity can easily paralyze one by virtue of the scope of the circumstances. To get out of the hole you find yourself in, you could believe you have to jump great distances. Actually, though, resilience is developed by the little, constant behaviors. Whether it's reading a page of a book, going for a little stroll to clear your head, or just getting out of bed when you don't feel like it, each little action is a protest against the situation trying to hold you down. Recall, Musashi lost his fights overnight. For years, he developed his ability by one practice at a time. In trying times when everything seems to be working against you, simply keep forward, no matter how little the step is. Your steps get you closer to recovering control, building strength, and finally overcoming the difficulty ahead. Step 7. Believe that every struggle has a purpose. Renowned martial artist Miyamoto Musashi thought that every obstacle had a purpose, a lesson to learn, strength to develop, or a road to clarity. Every setback, he thought, regardless of how terrible, is a part of a larger scheme towards self-mastery and enlightenment. Though he battled both physically and psychologically, his life was defined by fierce conflicts. Nonetheless, he always felt that every adversity, loss, and suffering molded him into the warrior meant to be. It's crucial to believe that adversity is helping you to become a better version of yourself. This does not mean that you should desire hardship or that suffering is simple. Rather, it indicates that there is a seed of development just waiting to blossom within every challenge. This might need for developing humility, perseverance, patience, or fear-overcoming ability. The life of Musashi bears evidence to this idea. He discovered that along his path, pain was something to welcome rather than something to avoid. You could decide to view your challenges as chances for development and change or as roadblocks. Every difficult experience is a disguised lesson ready for something more.